Hello everybody, welcome to the Hunger Games Simulator 2015. Today, I'm just going to go ahead and talk to you guys. I'm going to read to, hopefully this thing gets up. Xbox is free, so trust me. Anyway, here it goes. I had like a bunch of friends. So, as a tribute, stand on their podiums, the horn sounds. Okay. Jacob, Austin, Gavin work together to find as many supplies as possible. It's hilarious because Jacob actually, the character looks like him. Austin, it looks like an Asian, and Gavin's just a freaking little girl. Jaden runs away from the cornucopia. Johnny runs away from the cornucopia. And Abe finds a backpack full of camping equipment. Get wrecked! I found a backpack! Nick runs away from the cornucopia. Canyon runs away from the cornucopia. MJ grabs a backpack and retreats. Brandon runs away from the cornucopia. Jake runs away from the cornucopia. Colin runs away from the cornucopia. Shane and Bill threaten a double suicide. It fails and they die. Alex grabs a backpack and retreats. Leah runs away from the cornucopia. Mackay runs away from the cornucopia. Marcus, Brecken, Cameron, and Corbin share everything they gathered before running. Corbin! Thomas runs away from the cornucopia. Nehemiah runs away from the cornucopia. Tristan runs away from the cornucopia. Proceed. Yeah, this is just like a cover for it, by the way. The next page, day 1. Jaden sprains his ankle while running away from Jake. Abe travels to higher ground. Thomas camouflages himself in the bushes. MJ camouflages herself in the bushes. It's supposed to be himself. Alex receives a medical supply kit from an unknown sponsor. Tristan makes a slingshot. Canyon scares Colin off. Nehemiah steals from Lee while he wasn't looking. Tristan steals from Gavin while he wasn't looking. Jacob receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Corbin and Malachi's attention diverts Corbin diverts Malachi's attention and runs away. I'm gonna turn to automatically reduce game sound when I talk. So, whoa, what's going on? Okay, here we go. Hatchet. Nick and Cameron hunt for other tributes. Brandon injures himself. Good job. Marcus injures himself. Good job. Johnny makes a wooden spear. Brecken receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. There's some people that you don't know in this. That's perfectly fine. That face, though. I'm just going to say that face. That face is powerful. Face is powerful. If you want me to do more of these from people down below, I will. Go ahead. The webpage is not available. Yo. You are offline? Yo, what? I turned my internet off, for God's sake. Come on. Okay. Go back again. Yep, I'm connected. I have to restart. You know what? Destroy what I just said. I don't want to restart this. Here we go. Thomas and Bill fight for a bag. Bill gives up and retreats. By the way, this is called a bloodbath. Cameron runs away from the cornucopia. Jake, Jaden, and Nehemiah run away from the cornucopia as Alex gathers as much food as he can. Lee runs away from the cornucopia. Brandon grabs a bag, not realizing it's empty. Austin grabs a bag and retreats. Tristan finds a bag full of explosives. Oh God, no. Marcus runs away from the cornucopia. Jacob and Shane fight for a bag. Shane gives up and retreats. Colin grabs a backpack, not realizing it's empty. Malachi, Corbin, and Abe get into a fight. Abe triumphantly kills them both. Oh my God! Well, Corbin and Melchi's gone. Sorry, Corbin. MJ grabs a backpack, not realizing it's empty. Canyon snatches a pair of sails. Nick grabs a shield, leaning against cornucopia. Gavin, Brecky, and Johnny work together to get as much supplies as possible. It's really nice. I just killed one of my best friends at the beginning. Jake overhears Colin and Nick talking in the distance. Oh man, Jake. Cameron receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. God! Canyon tries to spearfish with a trident. God. Tristan chases MJ. Brandon receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Bill receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Nehemiah searches for firewood. Marcus hunts for another tribute. Wait, I thought I killed Nehemiah. I don't know. Jaden travels to higher ground. Thomas receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Abe constructs a shack. Johnny shoots an arrow into Shane's head. God, Johnny! Jacob receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Austin sprains his ankle while running away from Gavin. Alex constructs a shack. Brecken and Lee wounded. Brecken tends to Lee's wounds. So I'm just going to join their party. You're going to hear them in the background.
That's the floors that are on the clouds area.
I'll mute them real quick.
Because there's always going to be like a strange mist emanating through your room, right?
That's kind of disturbing, a strange mist. God. So, 3 cannon shots can be heard from a distance. Malachi, Corbin, and Shane. Proceed. Oh my god. This is powerful. Colin tries to treat her infection. Oh yeah, his infection. Lee thinks about home while Johnny, Alex, and Canyon sleep in shifts. MJ sees a fire but stays hidden. Nick fends Austin, Bill, and Brecken away from his fire. Thomas tries to sing himself to sleep. Jake cooks himself food before putting out his fire. Gavin tries to sing herself to sleep. Tristan receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Jaden quietly hums. Marcus, Nehemiah, Cameron get into a fight. Nehemiah, oh my god! Marcus and Cameron down. Abe thinks about home. I like home. I'm home right now. Brandon lets Jacob into his shelter. Sorry. Day 2. Tristan fishes. Nehemiah, Austin, Canyon, Gavin raid Colin's camp while he is hunting. Lee searches for firewood. Jake sprains his ankle while running from Brecken. Brandon runs away from Thomas. Abe receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Yeah, let's make some blood! I'm sorry. Johnny questions his sanity. Jaden tries to spearfish, but they tried it. Alex sees smoke rising in the distance, but decides not to investigate. Bill sprains his ankle while running from MJ. Nick travels to higher ground. Jacob discovers a river. 2 cannon shot can be heard from a distance. Marcus and Cameron proceed. Austin stays awake all night. MJ looks at a night sky. Gavin and Jacob hold hands. I don't know what you're doing, Gavin and Jacob, but you guys are gay. Sorry if you're gay. I'm not. Call me. I'm just goddamn. I mean, Nick is unable to start a fire without warmth and sleeps without warmth. Nehemiah climbs a tree to rest. Canyon loses sight of where she is. Bill cries himself to sleep. Johnny cooks his food before putting out his fire. Abe receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. The sponsor is definitely my dog, Hugret. Alex attempts to climb a tree but falls to his death. God. Thomas, Brandon, and Brecken sleep in shifts. Thomas defends Colin in a fight but spares her life. defeats Colin in his fight, but spares her life. I don't know. Oh, Tristan spares Colin's life. Lee tries to sing herself to sleep. Jake sees a fire but stays hidden. Jaden sees a fire but stays hidden. It's brutal. There's not that much people left, actually. Brecken, Abe, and Nick track down and kill Jaden. God! Well, you know you need me. Jake sees smoke rising in the distance but decides not to investigate. Brand collects fruit from the tree. Tristan, Canyon, and Johnny hurt for other tributes. Bill makes a wooden spear. Colin severely injures Jacob but puts him out of his misery. Ooh. MJ receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Austin overhears Nehemiah and Thomas talking in distant. Lee chases Gavin. 3 cannons can be shot and heard from distances. Alex, District 9, Jaden, District 3, and Jacob, District 2. So 3 plus 2. So 8 guys are dead, so 16 remaining. I'm sorry this video is long, but, you know, whatever I have to do. Abe questions his sanity. Canyon kills Austin as he tries to run. Lee falls into a pit and dies. Tristan and Gavin huddle for warmth. Is that some gay stuff going on again? Gavin is his main source right now. Colin tries to treat his infection. Brandon destroys Thomas's supplies while he is sleeping. Brecken destroys Nehemiah's supplies while he is sleeping. Nick, Jake, and MJ discuss the games and what might happen in the morning. Johnny dies from hypothermia. Bill thinks about home. That's a lot of death. Tristan receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. MJ searches for firewood. Nehemiah receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Jake and Abe on fire. Jake sets Abe on fire with a Molotov. What the fuck? Did I just die there? God, Nick, Canyon, Brandon, Colin hurt for other tributes. Thomas attempts to climb a tree but falls on Brecken, killing them both. Gavin hunts for other tributes. Bill thinks about home again. 6 cannon shots can be heard from distance. Austin, Lee, Johnny, Abe, Thomas, and Brecken. So I died. I wonder who's gonna win this. MJ cooks her food before putting out her fire. Bill loses sight of where she is. Gavin goes to sleep. Brandon bashes Nehemiah's head with a mace. I want Canyon, Colin, or Tristan to win, or Gavin, or Nick. So, Canyon receives fresh fruit from an unknown sponsor. Colin tries to sing herself to sleep. Jake and Tristan threaten a double suicide. It fails, and they die. Nick cries himself to sleep. God, how many people cry themselves to sleep? Canyon decides not to go to the feast. Oh yeah, the feast. MJ decides not to go to the feast. Gavin kills Bill for her supplies. Nick snaps Colin's neck. Brandon dies from an infection. Day 5. MJ, Nick, and Canyon hunt for other tributes. Gavin receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. 6 cannon shots can be heard from distance. Nehemiah, so 12 plus 8, 20. So there's only 4. Nehemiah, Jake, Tristan, Bill, Colin, and Brandon are dead. Next 4 are MJ is unable to start a fire. Gavin climbs a tree and rests. Nick cooks his food before putting it out. Canyon receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Gavin and Nick work together to drown MJ. God. Canyon constructs a shack. So MJ is dead, so there's only 3 more people. Nick falls into a frozen lake and drowns. Canyon strangles Gavin after engaging in the fist fight. So the winner is Canyon from District 2. So Canyon, you did win. You are an Ultimate Hunger Games fan. So good luck in the next one, because I think I might post another one today. I hope you all enjoyed. My name is Cosmic.